Hello, you guys. I want to do a video explaining something I've explained before, but I think it's very important to realize what's going on with your machines, not just mine, but every other one. That's the action of I call it the action of the armature bar, or the way the needle actually is moving throughout the cycle. It basically breaks down to two categories. If you were to map them out as a waveform, one would be a sinus wave and the other would be a simplified version of a triangle wave. Usually any machine that sounds like what people think of as a tattoo machine, that buzzing sound, what you have is this, and any silent machine is normally this. I'm not going to get into give or anything right now, but just basic forms. What's happening with this form up here is because the needle bar is connected somehow to a wheel on a motor, that when the needle comes down, it's actually decelerating as it starts to hit the skin. It hits this section right here and it starts to decelerate. And then it comes back out again and it just keeps repeating. These machines are like coil machines or tapping machines like mine. The needle is coming in quick and then it hits a physical barrier, usually the top of the coil, or like on my machine, it's the frame. It'll tap and then get pulled back out and then tap again, tap again. What that basically translates to is that the machines with the tapping hit, they tend to puncture a little bit easier because the skin doesn't have that much time to flex. With the machines that have that slowing down at the bottom, the skin will start to flex a little bit more and it's a little bit harder to get through the skin. That becomes more evident when you start using larger needles because they have more resistance to get through. That's also why most people prefer tapping machines for lining or for more of a traditional style tattooing where they want to get in and get out quick. It's just a little bit more efficient. And the softer style hit is usually preferred by people that are doing soft layering, so more of a realistic approach, or fine line where there's not a lot of resistance of the needles. So this is something that you just got to be aware of, and when you're choosing your machines, that you know what's going on, that you could say, why are you struggling in this situation? A large part of it is the selection of the machine you choose. But people can tattoo with both, it just requires a different technique. So if you're used to using a tapping machine and you move to a silent machine and you're struggling, this is what's going on, so you're gonna have to adjust your technique, which normally means stretching harder and pushing a little bit more to get the needle through the skin. Tapping machines can also layer really soft if the machine is able to have a give. So if there's a physical give, then you can adjust that, and then it'll also be able to layer soft. So if you guys have any questions or anything, just let me know. All right, thank you.